Ran, thank you very much. It is really a pleasure to connect with you, and thank you very much for your time today. And I still remember my days when I visit Phoenix, and especially in your office, right? It is admirable. I still remember the light-colored office, and and it is a beautiful one and lovely. And thank you very much for sharing your time today.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's been great to know you over the many years. It's so fun to see kind of how our paths have continued to cross and support one another.
It's my pleasure, man. So I'm more curious about VIVAHR. So help me to understand what exactly you guys do.
Yeah, so VIVAHR is an applicant tracking system. We actually started as a job board in the Arizona market as helping people find local jobs, and that's kind of where our relationship started, was in the job board space. And over time, one of our kind of our passions of our company was working with small businesses. We realized just how passionate we are with helping small businesses compete for talent. And so with that, we were able to kind of pivot and build out VIVAHR as a recruiting tool, as an applicant tracking system specifically to help small businesses.
That's beautiful. That's really cool. And I remember, like, we know each other from such a long time, right? My days in Phoenix and then even in Vegas, and met many times afterwards. Do you recall like how long we are associated with each other?
Oh, it's probably closer to 6 or 7 years, because that's when we started. That's when we started utilizing parsing from RChilli. I think it was closer to 6 years ago.
Wow. And help me, Ran, and understand. Let us go back to your 6 years back when you signed up with us. So help me to understand what problem you were exactly solving that time, and how did you find RChilli?
Well, we built our job board from scratch. We weren't layering on top of another provider or even white labeling the job board software, which there's a lot of tools out there today that can do that. We custom coded it from scratch, and it was meant to only just be just a side project. It was just meant to be just a listing of some jobs and let people apply to them. And then we started getting more questions. Can we search for candidates based on different keyword sets? And the requests just kept getting deeper and deeper, and we couldn't handle them. And so we didn't know parsing a resume was even a thing. And I think we just spent a lot of time digging through blog posts, and we came across your website, just organic SEO, and we just said we need to touch base with this company. And I think that's when you and I first jumped on a call, and it wasn't soon after that we ended up meeting at an HR tech conference and getting more comfortable with the product.
But I'm curious, when you are doing your search and you're trying to find all these providers, I'm sure you have came across multiple vendors in resume parsing space. So what you liked in RChilli, which like, let us know that RChilli stands out from their other options.
The thing that stood out with RChilli compared to the others that we were working with was kind of the commitment for support to making sure we were getting the results that we needed. And we just had a peace of mind that you had the technical resources to support us should we have problems.
And help me to understand what all use cases which you think like you have implemented RChilli and it is making a considerable impact there.
We send 100% of resumes through our system, through RChilli, and then back into our database. And just the continual improvement of speed, the efficiency, the response rate, is really just been kind of the feature sets we've loved, is just kind of knowing you yourselves are always doing your own R&D to make it better. And that's helped us be able to keep up with competition and be able to innovate on top of that.
Interesting. Good to know it. And I'm sure like you're using RChilli either on a candidate side, candidate apply page. That is one of the use cases what I believe you have.
Yeah, that's primarily what we use it for. We do a lot of keyword matching, some kind of a basic level analysis of skill sets to the job description. But really the ability to parse it and then be able to have that text available for a contextual relevancy has been fantastic.
Interesting. And just for my understanding, if we need to put a percentage on improvement in your process by using RChilli, so what you were doing earlier and after using RChilli, do you feel any number we can put across in this percentage? Okay, this much percentage has been better.
Well, okay, we were starting at 0, so it'd be 100% improvement.
And just for my team understanding, and we always want to know, if you have to list down the 3 exclusive benefits with RChilli, when you're using, since it's almost now 6 years, if you have to list down the 3 different benefits, what would that be?
Customer service would be number 1. Sometimes in technology, different feature sets are commodities, but the service is the separator. So I think number 1, the response for customer service is probably number 1. Number 2 would be the advance of the speed of the technology, being able to have instant response rates, so that there's a seamless integration with our product would be number 2. And then number 3 would just be the consistency. It's just been a consistently good product, very limited errors, and that goes a long ways to having reliability.
Wonderful. So it is something like customer experience, like working with the after post-sale team, and the technology and the reliability. Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's talk about a little bit post-sales, and you share like that relationship is 6 years. Do you recall any incident specifically when a customer support team has worked with you? And
yeah, I mean, we've had some issues with some fraud hitting us. The response rate has been fantastic to be able to recognize there's bad players in the industry. There's bad players that are going to try and take advantage of different systems, and so the support in recognizing that has been a huge benefit.
Wonderful, wonderful, love it. And just it's one question which is very close to my heart. If tomorrow somebody asks you about RChilli, so what are you going to tell about them?
Well, it's really hard to know if it's a good car until you get behind the steering wheel and give it a test drive. And my biggest thing would be get in there, integrate, break some things, and test their support, and you'll be very impressed that their response time is wonderful, but more than anything, their commitment to making it right. And that's the biggest thing. Is like I said before, in today's day and age with technology, if you find a feature set, chances are there's 10 other people that have it. But really, who's committed to supporting it and making it excellent on a regular basis? And I think that's the biggest difference.
Thank you very much. I think that's a worth to know that when anybody approaches you, and that's what he's going to get it. And I'm sure you have heard about our brand logo, that is, we are the most trusted partner for parsing, matching, and data enrichment for global recruiting industry. Do you believe that we fulfill this promise of most trusted partner?
There hasn't been any doubt that you will be there if I have a problem, and I think that there's a lot to be said for that. That I'm not questioning the reliability. I'm not questioning billing or invoicing or the technology, and all of that are little things that build trust. And trust is definitely one of those things. It's never given. It's always earned. And I would definitely say that RChilli's earned the trust of VIVAHR.
Thank you very much, and I really appreciate your support and your whole this motivation. I'm sure once my team gonna listen to this whole recording, everybody's gonna get a nostalgic, especially Lovepreet and Paran, who already met you in the different events. And yes, it is a remarkable journey with you. Thank you very much for partnering with us.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.